So on 29th March, we went for the much-delayed action film starring Vidyut Jammwal titled Junglee, directed by Chuck Russell. The director, known for films like The Mask and The Scorpion King, transitioned to finally direct his first Indian film. The movie focuses on a veterinarian who returns back home to an elephant sanctuary to only get to know about an international poaching racket taking place within. The film, with its premise, boasted of a possibly intriguing action film that would make Jammwal a household name, and finally give him a script that would do justice to the abundant talent he possesses. However, what we experienced was elementary filmmaking and maybe a dumbed-down version of what Russell thought was palatable to the Indian audience. Here's me telling you the good and bad aspects of the film with the final conclusion of whether the film is worth it or not. The good. Cinematography. Whenever a film is set up in a landscape like a sanctuary where animals, specifically here elephants, play a key role in storytelling, it is an obvious feature that there will be some beautiful shots captured in the film. Cinematographer Mark Irwin does exactly that in capturing the abundant beauty amongst which animals and humans dwell in harmony. The ironic part is that even though the film is based in the Chandrika Elephant Sanctuary in Odisha, the film is actually shot in Thailand. Irrespective of those technicalities, some of the frames of the film traveling through the forest are simply beautiful, especially certain shots of Jammwal and the animals interacting take the cake of possibly the best shots in the film. Action sequences. Now, when it comes to a Vidyut Jammwal movie, there are bound to be seamless and engaging action sequences. Sadly, that's one of the only highlights of the film. You can clearly tell Jammwal, who plays the role of Raj, is shedding blood, sweat and tears while executing all of his action scenes. A known fact that in the industry that the man performs every sequence himself. The movie incorporates techniques of Kalaripat, which Jammwal is very well versed in from a very young age. The stunts that are worked upon by Wood Kalawat and Parvez Sheikh will make you not only see Jammwal in absolute awe and wonder, but also make you rather sad on the weak premise set around him. Yet, how hard he works at perfecting every blow and move. Vidyut Jammwal and the elephants. Even though the film spends very little time providing a mere montage to do justice to the connect between the protagonist and the animal, the film's most positive and biggest takeaway are Jammwal and the elephants. Even though Atul Kulkarni as the antagonist and Akshay Oberoi are commendable in their respective parts, but they have limited screen time to flaunt their acting chops. The wise and calm demeanor of the elephant has been very well captured, and Jammwal's pure and absolute love for the daunting yet loyal beast is clearly communicated. Jammwal, despite not having much to chew on when it comes to emotional depth, does as much as he can with the lackluster script set around him. This is another lost opportunity to possibly create a gem with this underrated star, who is constantly marred by below average scripts. There is no doubt the man is the best action hero at his prime we have in our country today, but sadly he gets placed in movies that become rather forgettable. The bad. Abrupt plot development. The movie is quick when it comes to its pacing. Emotional, funny, or even moments of something romantically developing are given barely any time. This leads to two problems when you see the movie. One is that there is barely any time to flesh out the characters completely. You join these men and women on this quest for revenge, yet you barely know them. Additionally, in this fast pace of getting to the point and meat of the action, there are abrupt transitions in the film. Where the saddest part of the film sucks you in briefly, it suddenly transitions to a comedy action sequence almost immediately. This happens throughout the running minutes of the film. The moment you seem to get a little bit of information about characters, relationships or backstories, the movie says, "Fuck it, aage badho." Background music. The hilarious part while I saw this film is that it was clear that an American or any individual not native to India made this movie. Where our directors are also guilty of using background music to manipulate emotions or feel a certain way, this film goes overboard to the par infinity when it comes to setting the mood. A sanskari old woman comes on and a traditional sitar plays. Ganpati ka statue comes and hymns start playing. An unnecessary attempt at a comedy scene and a Charlie Chaplin-esque tune starts playing. All of this also made me realize that this movie is not catered towards this age demographic that we are, above 18, which will further be enunciated in my conclusion. Caricatures and stereotypes. The film's biggest problem is that it has no shame in shying away from stereotypes. The entourage of the antagonists have that token Russian guy who is all brawn and no brain. An American dealer on the phone with the poacher who thugs of Hindustan style goes, "Tumhare paas sirf 3 din hai." When you thought there's no way that this movie gets compared to other classics, a supporting character says, "Eh, Tarzan mat ban yaar." And possibly the most annoying and offensive character is a brief appearance by a token blonde girl that has no reason to be there in the scene or that entire premise. It sadly shows many aspects that I believe Indian cinema has moved past from. Finally guys, I believe that this movie is meant for kids. If you have toddlers or preteens, this is the ideal film for them, as there is surface level treatment in developing the plot and the underlying theme is empathy towards animals. The movie in the larger perspective is extremely average and another lost opportunity in capitalizing Jammwal and the bona fide action hero of this country that he truly is. And that was the video guys. Write it down in the comments below what you thought about the movie. Please don't forget to follow me on Instagram. The handle is right in front of you. Follow me at JammyPants4. Also please support us by smashing the like button and subscribing to our channel for weekly content ahead. Thank you for watching.